Does the controller not work? Why doesn't it work? Do I have to reset the game? Oh my god. Alright, give me 1 second. Well, that sucks. Oh wait. I think I know why. It just wasn't on the window.
Sense. I guess.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense, and I'm gonna sue.
Please don't sue. Please.
Yeah, you know it's live, right?
Hate you.
Attacking their eardrums.
I guess so.
No, I don't think anybody's here. Let me just check audio. Who's honking their horn as they drive?
Me.
The whole point of honking is that you need somebody to stop.
Or move.
I think it's picking you up okay. Is there a weird echo?
Every time I look at your
think there is.
PS5, I remember how people kept memeing it, so it looked like a building.
Oh, yeah.
God. It literally does look like some sort of, like, modern university building.
I mean, it's hilarious because I've barely, like, used it, too.
Well, you will
It's
use it again once Final Fantasy VII Part 2 comes out.
pretty much. But it's just weird how this thing that it's, like, constantly people are asking for in the stores, and I'm like,
It's just sitting
I
there.
don't have it. But it's like, honestly, you're not missing much. It's like, I think it's just because it's new, but I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, I could have been fine with my PS4 Pro for a minute. Aside from 7 Remake Intergrade, that's the only thing that was basically worth it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else could have waited, you know, like it was nice, but it could have waited.
Yeah. Like, the Demon Souls remake is good, but I already played that on PS3, so I already experienced that, essentially.
And the little robot demo we got wasn't long enough.
Oh god, I wish they make that yeah.
I'm just like, can we just make that a platformer?
Please,
Already? It's
please
so
give me a
cute.
full version of Astro's Playroom Team Asobi. They're not watching this, but I pray the next thing they're making is a follow-up to that.
I just think I need an Astro plush.
I need a lot of things.
Or, you know, some sort of figurine. I just think he's adorable, and he has charmed his way into my heart.
God, name a worse downgrade. I forgot about this shit.
Yeah. Name a worse downgrade. I love how we both just, like, we're just seething with rage.
I would
seeing
post
these guys.
this on Twitter as a shit post, but then I know people are gonna
Someone's
retweet
gonna
saying
be like,
that you're
what the
wrong.
fuck are you talking about, man? That's an upgrade in every way. And I'm just like, no, it ain't.
I mean, that'd be Soul 2 already. So I'm like, valid. But man.
First of all, I'm pretty sure we've established that Soul has no rights. First of all, Soul keeps fucking dying. So, like...
Megavex says upgrade sprites Monka S, which is just, like a disgusted looking face.
Oh my
emote.
god.
I mean, if you want to see it.
Upgraded sprites my detested.
I'm like, yeah, Vex, where do you fall in this? Do you like the upgraded, like, you know, the promotional jobs, or the basic ones? Because my sister and I absolutely prefer the basic ones.
They just
Soul likes the upgraded ones. I'm like, nah, I can't agree. These are iconic.
Like I said, Soul has no rights.
Like them? Like them? I mean, what do the caps imply, ma'am? Are you gonna say I love them? Despise it. Okay, good.
First of all, My sleeves aren't even cool anymore.
They're really not. I'm like,
Where are my long, flowy sleeves, huh? Where?
oh no. I'm like, what is this? The warrior looks like Artie. He looks like a freaking football player. Like, I don't even know, man.
I am so freaking
It's the
annoying.
mages that bother me more, though. The first two are like fine, but the mages are just downgrades in pretty much every single way.
I don't know. Soul, upgraded Soul looks like a fucking 80s acrobat dancer or something. I don't know.
He looks like he's ready to sell me his gym workout DVD.
Yeah, exactly. Like those dance gym workouts
Right?
from
Which
the
I'm like,
80s.
that's fine, but it's like the white mage one bothers me the most. Like the black mage one or like the wizard, whatever it's called, like it looks like it's trying to be something unique, but like I look at the white mage one upgraded and it's like it's just a generic white robe with a red sash and red hair.
It's the
I'm
fact
like it tells me nothing unique.
First of all, it's the fact that the white mage doesn't have the hood on, and the black mage doesn't even have its pointy hat.
Pretty much. Feels like the pony hat morphed into its hair. Like that's what
It's
makes
like,
it disturbing.
bro,
Not my
and
white
why does
mage.
everyone look so like angry?
When you're older, you're constantly angry
First
because
of all, don't bring reality and reason into this. That's not why I asked the question.
we're stuck working our jobs that we don't like.
Yeah, will you shut up? Stop!
Stop bringing fact into fiction.
Stop!
It's like reverse being a Stolfo. God, it's weird how they unchibi. Yeah, it's weird.
Chibified. You're not allowed to be fierce and chibi.
I don't even know. Common Writer X8 logic. Oh my God, Vex.
Fucking hate it here.
I mean, who doesn't? Bruh. Did I buy everything here? Hmm. Yeah, how am I doing for magic? What am I missing? Oh, where do we get like the other level 8 spells for Black Wizard and Blight? Or White Blight Wizard.
Blight. Blight mage.
Blight Mage.
God, I hate this fucking stupid background song.
Absolutely hate.
It just sounds like Over the Waves and it makes me want to go to sleep.
I really don't know what to do for wasn't there other can't remember. Hello.
Goose? Oh. Bro, I
Goose.
thought that was a goose. Dude,
Oh
feeling mad
Lord.
embarrassed right now.
Feeling like a goose myself. Whatever that means.
What? First of all, that goose game.
That's it. The goose game.
The goose game. Geese are not stupid.
You're not far off. It's called Untitled Goose Game.
Wow.
Oh my god. They just did it.
That's exactly why I just called it Goose Game. Because at least then it has a title.
I'm trying to see. There was like a waterfall. Apparently there. So I looked at the guide. There's like 2.5 dungeons left. So we're probably not gonna finish. How much time do you have today?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah. I have infinite time.
No, you don't. None of us do. Coming through the stream. Why is it? Oh. Thank you, Vex. Hold on. God. I always forget that. I need to switch to the media source from desktop audio. I'm too used to the solo streams. Give me a second. So I guess now if there's an echo, I'll be able to hear it. Cursed. All cursed. Beautiful Uematsu tones. They are pretty good. Although, is it too low compared to us? So I need to increase it a little? It looks like it's fine looking at the volume sliders, but sometimes the visuals are off.
I would say I have at least 3 hours, Stroud.
For now, it sounds good. Wait, what do you say?
I would say I have at least 3 hours.
Okay, then we can at least finish, like, one of the main dungeons to, like...
Like, I would say more, but I
be near the
definitely
final
am.
dungeon. Hey, do you need a nap?
Huh?
You said you need a nap?
I said that, you know, like, after the 3 hours, I was basically saying that, like, I would stay longer, but I could use a little nap.
Okay. I mean, I wish you told me that, like, I asked you if you need to take a nap before streaming, and you said no.
When I came, I honestly didn't feel like I needed to take a nap.
Gosh
It's
darn
because
it.
I ate. And now my body's just like, nap time now.
Always gotta throw the curveball. Well, hold on, let me see. Use a canoe to head north from that town. North from that town into the waterfall. Where is it again? Okay. So Vex, how's your day been? Where's that waterfall? Ah, there it is. But, what's the easiest way to get there? Oh, we gotta start all the way from the bottom?
You best believe it.
Pain. God, yeah, all the way from here. Alright. Thinking about Elden Ring at work. How about you? That's kind of weird. I was gonna get Elden Ring, but I've just accepted that I really shouldn't. Because, I just won't have time for it. It's kind of led to me, like, saying, like, you know what, I'll do Final Fantasy 1.
Still don't really know what Elden Ring is.
It's essentially another From Software game, but going open world.
You
know,
had me at open world.
its own, like, you know, like, lore, just like Bloodborne and, like, the Souls games do, so... I don't doubt the music's gonna be great, the combat's gonna be rough, but not as rough as previous entries. I just don't have time for it, because a lot of shit's happening soon, like, I'm getting that booth soon. Online classes start on, like, March 1st, like, every Tuesday. It's just... I don't know. I don't want to force myself to play that game, and, like, playing games should not be stressful. I guess what I'm trying to say, it shouldn't be something that I have to, like, worry about fitting into a schedule. It's like, this should be something I do for fun.
Yeah.
And, this background goes hard. Oh yeah, this one's pretty nice. There are some other ones that look kind of weird, but this one's good.
I literally thought the crocodiles were the hydras. And I was like, that does not look like a crocodile.
Pretty much. Best toy type time to enjoy. Pretty much, yeah. It's like a game like that. It's just like I want to sit down and like really appreciate it. Also, there's just other things that might be happening, like Final Fantasy Origins coming out soon. The Kirby game's coming out soon, and that shouldn't take a long time to finish, but I'm still looking forward to that. And, what else? Oh, I guess potentially after Final Fantasy Origin, it's probably already gonna be, like... If it's a very long game, we might finish it, like, by, like, end of April. But... there is a potential chance, I don't know, might do Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in anticipation of Xenoblade 3, I don't know. That's if my sister's down for it, because that's a long-ass game. So I don't know.
Xenoblade 2, I didn't get to experience that one.
Well, that's what I was saying, like, you know, I wouldn't mind setting it up after Final Fantasy Origin. If you wanted to know what happens in 3, because with that trailer, people speculating, it is absolutely confirmed that you don't need to play Xenoblade 1 and 2, but since you've already experienced the story of 1, yeah, it's like the Nier Automata situation, right? It's like you don't need to play Nier Replicant, but it's like really, you'll get the most out of that story if you know the previous context. XC2 is Juggernaut for sure. Oh, I'd love to revisit it again, though. You already know I love that game, Vex, but... yeah, it depends. That's why I'm like, Elden Ring, you know, it's like, cool. No doubt I'm gonna feel... I'm gonna hate it, like, the first week or so when everybody's talking about it on Twitter. I'll be like, nope, I can't be part of this conversation. It sucks. But, it's also just a matter of I really need to focus on voice acting once that booth comes in. Just to really get my money's worth out of that investment. Also, because this year is where I just need to kind of put games aside and focus on that shit, too. At the very least, like, you know, a 70-30 split or something, you know? 60-40.
Eat ass, bro.
Question is, what is... I'm just like, this is like a mini-dungeon, there's not a lot. Is there no chest? Oh, wait, what is the point of this? Am I just going in that door? Oh, bro, there ain't shit. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to that door. At least bats everywhere. I think I've been in every single dungeon. For no reason. The music is good.
The game is fun.
Oh god, and Vex, not to mention Pokemon Legends Arceus 2. Like, before I even think about picking up Elden Ring, I need to, like, set aside time to, like, you know, play that at some point. I don't know when, but, you know, I say set aside time as if games should be what I'm focusing on. I'm like, bro, set aside time for voice acting. What is this shit? Honestly.
If the game is not fun, then why bother?
So we'll see. I'll get to Elden Ring when I get to it, but I'm not gonna worry about games like it's this thing that I need to keep up with, right? That mentality is so... I don't know. I want to say, like, bordering on unhealthy. Because people, like... People always go on about, like, oh, I gotta get this day one. And it's like, nah. It'll be there. It'll always be there when you're ready.
Not always.
Well... I mean, you heard the recent news, right, with Nintendo?
Nope.
The 3DS and Wii U eShops are, I think they're going to be closing on March of next year.
The what and the what?
The 3DS and Wii U eShops.
Great.
So, when you said that they're not always going to be there, it's like, you know, you're not wrong. Because a lot of fucking games, unless you're smart... Like, there's been a meme going around where it's like, you know, it's always morally correct to pirate Nintendo.
Yeah.
Or morally correct to pirate blank, because it's usually a service issue, which
yeah.
people fail to realize. So that's the reason why I'm gonna hack my 3DS. I already have a hacked 3DS, but I'm gonna hack the other ones so I can pirate, because at that point...
I just find it so confusing that they closed down the stores at all.
I mean, it's like, I know it's not free to keep up with that shit, but it's like... I don't know. I feel like it's too soon. Although PS3 was close to being shut down until there was, like, player backlash, and they, like, decided to wait on that. But, just to put things into perspective, there are some games that are stupidly expensive getting physical nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's versions...
An option.
There's digital versions of the Pokemon games on Game Boy and Game Boy Color. I don't think I need to explain to you why that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Because most of the times if you go to a convention, it costs hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, Pokemon Gold, I think it was a copy of Pokemon Gold or Silver, and somebody quoted and said, that is rent. What the fuck is going on? When they were looking at the price, it was like $500. Right?
What?
Yeah. Like, an unboxed copy of Pokemon Silver, I think it was. You know, like, it's ridiculous. So it's just a lot of games, and some games are digital only, so they're just gonna be lost media if it weren't for the fact that people pirate and preserve that shit. You know? Like, it's just... It's so dumb when storefronts have to shut down.
I just find it ridiculous how they try to punish people for that. And I'm just like, well, it's not, you know, it's like, in order for you to be upset with that, you must offer people an alternative.
An alternative, yeah,
and
but they
you're
don't.
Not. You're
And
not even offering people, like, a paid subscription or something to, like, you know...
Oh, they are. Nintendo has Nintendo Switch Online, but only for NES and Super Nintendo games that they add into it. They add into it, like they used to do weekly, then they stopped doing that shit.
Oh my
Or I think it
God.
was like a monthly, rather. It was like a monthly update, they would add like a new game or some shit, right? Like, wow, how generous. I gotta wait a week for a fucking ROM, right? But then they said, we're gonna stop doing that. So sometimes we're waiting months just for them to add like one N64 game, because they added N64 games now finally.
Right.
They're not even doing that shit right. Notoriously, Paper Mario was added to the Nintendo Switch Online service. There's a fucking bug in the emulation where the game fucking crashes and deletes your save.
Great.
If you have, do you remember Watt, like the light?
Yes.
The electricity, dude?
Yeah.
Or she, I forget. There was like a weird mistranslation thing where like, I forget the gender of Watt. For a good reason. Anyway, it crashes the game if Watt's in the party. And somebody like did a YouTube video explaining it. But yeah, you will lose your save if you encounter that glitch. So I'm like, bro, that's just rough. That game's a good time. Which one, Vex? I don't know if you want Pokemon or Paper Mario or another one.
When I said offering people an alternative, I meant a good one, Trow.
I mean, yes.
And it's just like, oh, you want people to stop pirating your game?
Pokemon Legends. Oh, yeah.
Then, you know, maybe offer, like, a subscription service at most.
Yeah, and it's like they're kind of doing it, but it's the problem where it's like, before they had Virtual Console on the Wii and 3DS and, even on the Wii where it's like, you could just buy the game that you want instead, which is better.
I have been waiting. Take this cube, Tiamat, Flying Fortress, please.
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 Okay.
Port cube.
The Weeb.
Weeb. Huh?
Oh. Okay. Are you good? Shut down forever?
I guess that golem said bye-bye.
He's like, my job is done. I will explode. But yeah, no, it's unfortunate. There's also... It also muddies up a lot of things like Pokemon, for example, where there was like a service called the Pokemon Bank for the 3DS. That's how you would transfer Pokemon from a DS game all the way up, or like, you know, you would use Pokemon Bank. And I think something on the Switch to transfer them all over to like if you had like a Game Boy Advance game, for example, you could theoretically transfer all that shit over to the Switch games. But Pokemon Bank service might be shutting down eventually as well. They said, like, they made a statement saying that it's going to be free for a bit, but then, like, it'll go away too, and it's like, well, now you're just fucked. Now all those old games, suddenly there's no way for you to transfer them to modern games.
Right.
I'm like, this is just so stupid. Like, they just didn't plan far ahead for any of this stuff, man. It is embarrassing.
Feels like Nintendo keeps making the stupidest decisions ever.
Oh yeah, but it's not just Nintendo. Microsoft is going to shut down 360 storefronts, PS3 as well. But that's the thing. Ultimately, I don't know if you. I don't think you know my name. Gabe Newell. He's like the guy who invented Steam and like Valve and all these other stuff on PC. And he made like a statement a while ago that's been like quoted nowadays, where it's a thing where like he pretty much said that like piracy is basically due to, most of the times, due to a service issue, right? People will pirate things because the way you're doing it is not good enough.
Yeah.
Hence why Steam is so good, and I don't feel like I want to pirate shit because I want the quality features that it has, where it's like either with controller support or organizing shit or like, you know,
yeah.
Just easy ways to uninstall or like, you know, play things offline. Right? All these other things. I almost never pirate PC games. I think the only time I have is just to see if it runs.
Yeah.
Ahead of time. But that's the thing that, like, Nintendo still doesn't understand. It's like, okay, if you're gonna do that shit, please let us be able to buy this on the Switch. Like, what are you doing? You know, there's so many games that are just not gonna be available to play. It's ridiculous. Like, another one, too, was, like, the Shin Megami Tensei games. Like, there was, like, four Apocalypse, and I think several other games.
I don't know, I just kind of find it gross, to be honest.
Find all of it to be gross.
Just, like, the fact that you can't revisit any of these games.
Yep. And then it's just gonna be, like, inflated prices for physical copies because they know it's the only way now, and it's like, that's the whole point. Buying digital... Like, that was basically the equalizer. Been like, oh, I could buy a physical copy of, like, this game for, like, several hundreds of dollars, or just buy it on the digital storefront for 20, right? You already know which one most people are gonna pick.
I'm just, like, I'm confused. I'm like, wouldn't they want extra revenue?
I mean, that's the $1 million question. Doesn't Nintendo want money?
Because people will buy your old games, like... I know it's not free to keep, you know, the servers and everything, but you're still making money.
It's just, it's baffling. It's incredibly baffling. One that pisses me off a lot is... Oh, this is such a good example, actually, for those who do not know. So Xenoblade Chronicles X is technically a spin-off? Not really. It's still a legit Xenoblade game, just far off from, like, the main plot. In its own way. It did, like, exploration differently and whatnot. That one's only on the Wii U. And when it came out, there is additional free download... God, the shades. There's free download packs you can get for the game if you have a physical copy to make it run better. Like, basically, like, add on, like, you know... Kind of like how back in the... I don't think you were around for that. Like, when you had to kind of, like, install more, like, data onto the system to make it run better.
Yeah.
Some games used to do that. So it's kind of like that. You use those, like, additional free, technically DLC, packs to optimize the game better for the Wii U. And now, if anybody even tries to go... That's how fucked that is. So, when the Wii U eShop storefront shuts down and you can no longer purchase games, even if you were to get a physical copy of Xenoblade Chronicles X, you will factually get an inferior version to the version that I played when it came out in 2015. Because all you have is a disc and nothing to, like, update or optimize that shit. It is the worst example of, like, wow, even if you go the physical route in the future, you're fucked. That game needs support desperately now, more than ever.
F in the chat for people who bought digital-only PS5.
Oh my god. Yeah, that shit too. Oh my god, digital-only, like, consoles now that that's a thing?
I'm sorry, but considering these companies have way too much control now...
God. It's so fucked. Beck says, some execs see it as self-competition. Basically, a bunch of boomers, for some reason, think Super Mario Galaxy is going to take sales away from whatever new Mario they're making. Yeah, which is really stupid. hell, oh my god, the Metroid series is a good example, where if you don't use emulators like I did to get caught up to that series before Dread came out in October, everybody was touting the Wii U as like the Metroid machine, right? It has all the GBA games, all the NES games, it's got everything, because it was so bad that... That's another problem. It's like, wow, they're finally announcing Metroid 5, the 5th, like, canonical game in the series, or, like, in the mainline series. And there's no way for you to get caught up. Unless you jump through some fucking hoops, or just emulate. Emulating is so much easier. Fuck. That shit's just embarrassing. It's like, people fucking love Dread, but I'm like, why didn't you make it accessible for people to get caught up if they wanted to? My controller just died. Fuck. Hold on. I got a digital PS5, and I was shaking my head. Yeah. I'm like... Vex was saying that, her partner bought a digital PS5.
Oh, yikes.
Like, that's a yikes.
That's a yikes.
Let me change my battery pack. Hopefully it works. But... yeah, it's just a problem where it's like certain series, like, even Nintendo does a poor job of, like, porting over. Where it's like the Metroid series is one of them with like the 2D ones that people said, okay, the Wii U is the one that has all the games. If you go through all these hoops, just get this console, you can play every single one and get caught up. But it's like, why the fuck do I need to buy a Wii U to get caught up to the latest Switch release? Put that shit on Switch. Put them all there, get free money. Like, it's so... I don't know. I don't want to say it's so easy because emulating is its own can of worms. That's what most companies have to do nowadays, is they use some sort of emulator anyway to make it work. But fuck, man. Figure that shit out. It's ridiculous. So yeah, all that to say, just... yeah, Nintendo's shutting down the 3DS and Wii U eShop. I'm not surprised, just disappointed, and it's gonna... especially the 3DS. The Wii U, it's like, I can live with it because that is one thing I'll give Nintendo. They've at least been porting a lot of the Wii U catalog with, like, enhanced ports on the Switch. You know, they basically, like, saved the sinking ship. But when it comes to the 3DS, ooh, that shit's fucked. Another good one is Fire Emblem Fates. There was Conquest and Birthright as, like, two separate, like, story routes. And then there's, I think it's Revelation? Or Revelations? I'm not sure. That one is digital only. Unless you had the physical collector's edition that had all 3 games included physically.
Well.
So, literally, if anybody ever plays, which, I mean, if you love yourself, don't bother with Fire Emblem Fates. I don't like it. But...
literally can't
the third ending, the quote-unquote true ending, will be lost forever. Unless you pirate. Thanks, Nintendo. People will literally be forced to pirate just to experience the full fucking game. Did you disconnect? Oh wait, no, where's the cable? Oh. Sorry, I just got to charge the battery. But yeah, when I say it's stupid, I mean it's really, really stupid. For certain games, it's like, it's just fucked. That's why I'm like, I'll just hack my 3DS or emulate it on PC with a 3DS emulator and call it a day because, oh my god. That... no. And now people are trying to, like, you know, do this fucking rat race to buy physical copies, and I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that. I might consider buying some, if you want to have some money to burn. There's a few 3DS games I'd like to check out, but half the time, the ones that I want to check out are obscure games that probably cost a lot anyway.
Legit just read White Mage as Waste Mage.
Waste Mage. Oh my lord.
Isn't that just what we call garbage men?
I mean... no.
Waste mages? Isn't that cooler?
It would be, but... it's not accurate.
Wow.
Wait, did we get another ribbon?
I don't want a ribbon. Not that girly shit.
Oh shit, we did get another ribbon. I mean, I feel like... let me check status. Defense. Defense is about the same. They have lower stamina, so... Fuck it, though. I'll give the white mage a ribbon.
Vex, I ate more proteins than you.
Good lord. Oh, wait. Yeah, just in case. Okay, so... That was like the half dungeon. It was like a super brief thing.
The halftime show!
I gotta hit the gym, it seems. Man, honestly, I need to go back to the gym routine. That's hard, though.
I need to cancel my gym membership somehow.
I actually need to... I need to cancel mine. What's your gym membership?
Planet Fitness.
We need to plan a day where... which one?
You have to go, but the thing is, I don't remember my membership number.
Oh, fuck.
Because I was trying to log into my account to find out what the hell it was, and, like, literally none of the email addresses or passwords that I would use are populating an account. So I emailed them, and I was like, hey, can someone help me out with this? And, like, no one's gotten back to me yet.
God damn. That's really shitty, because I need to cancel mine, too, because I realized, like,
I was planning on just sending a cancellation letter through mail, so I don't have to go there.
Yeah. But you would need, like, the number or something to, like, let them know what...
Yeah, you have to write a cancellation letter, and you can just, like, print it out and send it. But it needs to have, like, very specific info.
Yeah. Because for me, I'm like... Sometimes I really do think about going back to the gym routine and trying to keep up with it this time, but honestly, I need to just find a home routine. There's no way I can keep up with, like, pretty much 5 to 4 day weeks.
It's hard to juggle when you have work.
And then keep up, like, a gym routine for, like, at least 3 weeks. Or, 3 days a week. Wait, not this place. It's hard, so I need to find a way to make it work from home. I'd rather invest money into that.
Yoga. I have a yoga mat there, I just need to get back to it.
Yeah. Fucking 300? No.
I thought we established this place was bougie as fuck.
Well, I think the highest I saw was 500. Man.
You gotta stay at the cheap hotel.
Pretty much. Yo, speaking of cheap hotels, well, Tangent, it makes sense if you played Final Fantasy 15. Wait, where's my ship? Oh, wait, right. It's on the green.
The more expensive ones give you more perks.
Yeah. But no, I was gonna say, small plug to, I mean, everybody probably knows this channel already. I think I showed you, like, the Clement Remembers, like, series where he was talking about, like, the Final Fantasy games he played.
Oh my god, yeah!
So he finally did Final Fantasy 15, I think, like, a few days ago. And it's so nice to see a video that actually mirrors my thoughts on the game. Or I think it's messy, no doubt. I don't like how they delivered the story in, like, mixed media, right, and all these other things. But
I don't like that, and I also don't like the fact that they made it open world, but didn't let me fucking enjoy the world, because the freaking Empire would keep spawning everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why the fuck would you do that? That's so fucking annoying. I can't even enjoy my surroundings at all. Like, I can't even explore because those bitches are gonna spawn.
It's either that or it's the fucking nighttime shit, right? Like, I get it. Oh, wait, there was something over here.
It's just like, hey, here's a vast open world. You can't explore it. Sorry.
They could have done a lot of things better. But I did still enjoy it. Well, I need to remember.
I will say this. And I'm sorry for people who disagree. It has, to me personally, at least only from the ones that I have heard so far, it has the most banger battle theme of any Final Fantasy game.
It's fucking Yoko Shimomura. I don't think anybody will ever fault you for that, and if they do, they need to.
Sorry,
they need to go somewhere.
Perfect.
I'm like, listen, there's a lot of things I can agree to disagree with Final Fantasy 15. The music is not one of them. If there's any, like, I don't even know, man. Square Enix has a lot of good composers. I can't really talk shit about any of them, but Yoko Shimomura is the one for me where I'm like, listen, everybody praises Uematsu, and I'm not saying he's not great, he's fantastic, but the one that I personally love the most out of Square Enix's composers has always been Shimomura, growing up at Kingdom Hearts. Like, she's always been my favorite.
Her compositions are so interesting, and I don't know, Stand Your Ground is just fucking amazing. It's a masterpiece, I'm sorry.
It's really good. It's just like, I don't even know, man. But just for people to get like a really proper like retrospective on 15, I can't recommend that video enough. It's just really good. Because it's unfortunate how that game turned out. But I can't deny it still had some good things about it, where I can't say I didn't have fun with it. So it's just nice to get a video that doesn't like completely shit on the game, I guess.
Yes. Because it's not a bad game.
Because it's a nuanced take, and it's the take that I've always felt with 15, where it's like, there's people that just outright hate it, and I understand. I really do. Like, for what Versus 13 was, like, announced as, and then the years of people waiting, I just didn't have that experience, so I just took it as what it was, you know? And I think the banter is what made me enjoy that game more than most other Final Fantasy games at the time, just because it was what I was in the mood for, you know? And a lot of Final Fantasy games don't really have that kind of banter. At the very least, not to the point of it being voice acted and, like, as immersive. So, I don't know, I had a fun time with it. Was that the last chest in this area that I'm missing? How do I open up, like, the main... It's 11 out of 13. But yeah, basically that video is really good. I don't know how I missed these. Also, one thing I forgot from that game that I do appreciate is, weirdly enough, the way they did selfies in that game with Prompto
I love this.
It's kind of genius.
I thought that idea was very cute, and it made it feel, I don't know, more real, I guess?
Yeah, because, like, he was mentioning in the video that it's, like, that's entirely random. Like, that is not, like, pre-made photos or anything. Well, there might be some. But it's, like, as someone who, like, appreciates photo mode nowadays but doesn't really use it as much, it was kind of cool to see these memories captured by an AI or, like, you know, whoever programmed that at Square to just take photos in the moments, and I was like, it's just cool to have that be automated for someone like me.
How did the characters feel a little more tangible in a way?
Oh, yeah. It just made it feel like your actual journey. Like, your playthrough every single time with 15 is going to be different because of those photos when you get those. And it's like, that's neat. Sometimes there's some hilarious shit. There's some really unfortunate looking ones.
Yo, when I played on PC, when I did play on PC, like, I swear, my last few Gladiolus pictures, he looked like he was covered in charcoal. It's like, bro, what's wrong with you?
Okay, so let me see. Okay, so we did Lufenia. Did I get... Hold on, did I get the key item for this? No, it says it's called a bell. Oh, wait, no, but I guess it's the chime now. Okay. Dominates the northeastern side of the map. So, Lufenia. Well, hold on, let me buy some items, because apparently this one is going to be pretty lengthy. Let me buy more. Like, way more. But yeah, 15 is definitely messy. I hope 16 is better.
Same.
But I won't lie, it's complicated for me. My excitement for Final Fantasy 16, which actually, Vex, if you're still there, I forget, are you, like, hyped for 16? I always worry with Final Fantasy games if I'm gonna like the cast. But so far, I've enjoyed 15 and 7 Remake for, like, you know, the interactions and, like, the way they're written feels much more modern and, like, funny, to be honest. Like, I forgot watching Clement's video, like, how many good deliveries on, like, some lines are, where it's like, honestly, 15 would have fallen way more flat if it wasn't for the good voice work between the four of them. Like, that shit, some of that shit's hilarious.
I hope the characters have as much personality as the, you know, the ones in 15.
Oh, I know, what's up, cuz? That isn't anything. Have it triggered. The thing is, though, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't mind it being a bittersweet ending like that. I know it's not what people want. But I didn't personally have an issue with it. But listen. I'm talking about 15 more than I thought I would. Which is not bad. I could talk about 15 a while longer. But, yeah, it's just the thing where it's like, you know, I hope 16 is good. I really do. But there always is that worry because of Final Fantasy always being standalone. It's like, am I going to like the characters as much? After, like, Valhalla? Technically. Though, if I'm remembering the story right, it was mainly just Noctis doing the sacrifice. But I'd have to go back.
Every time I think of that cursed video.
What video?
About Persona 5 music. That also, like, low-key dragged Stand Your Ground as, like, a bad example of battle music.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I can't believe that's real.
Bro, I still can't believe that's real.
That's horrendous.
I'm just like... I agreed with all your takes except that one. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Jesus.
I'm just like, in what world is Stand Your Ground a bad example of battle music? It's a fucking magnum opus.
Like, it literally incorporates the main theme of the series. Like, what the fuck? It is like, extremely faithful.
What are you talking about? There's a very clear melody in there. It doesn't sound like a disjointed mess. Like, I can literally hum it.
No.
At least the main melody. Just because a composition is layered doesn't mean that it's bad.
Second on Saturday tournament and 7th on Sunday. Nice. I have not gone to any tournaments. But congrats. If you got second, how much money you make, bruh? Tell me and send me the money. I'm joking, of course. So I need to go. Hold on. Before I get lost in the sauce on chat, let me start the dungeon. Oh fuck, wait. I need to go buy shit before I do the dungeon. That was the whole point. I guess here's fun. Melmond. Smelmond.
Smellmond.
What tier of spells do they sell here? $250 per second? Damn.
I still love how he looks like he's shimmying behind a desk. So cute.
Lord. I wish I could shimmy behind the counter.
Right?
Just work in retail, be like, I'm getting paid to do this.
I'm getting paid to shimmy.
Let me see. Wait, can I enter this? No. Is there no store here? I guess it's kind of beat up. There's like armor, but there's no item store. Weird. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Honestly, I'm also really in love with Final Fantasy 13. battle theme, it's so different.
Oh, that's another thing too. It's like 13. I'm not sure if I'll enjoy the story, to be honest, but I have heard a lot of the music and it is very
Oh,
good.
the music is amazing. You can say whatever you want about 13. You cannot say the music is bad. It's really good.
Pretty much.
Like, freaking Hamauzu just kills it. I just honestly can't say anything bad about any of the Final Fantasy composers.
You really
I would
can.
say that for now, my favorites are definitely Shimomura and Hamauzu.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, because Uematsu's not really working for Square anymore.
True.
Like, you know, he'll show up here and there and do, like, collab stuff, but...
Yeah. They both have a very distinct sound, a very distinct signature.
I'd say they're both good, though I can't really speak because I've not heard much of Soken's music with 14.
True.
I've heard a lot of people like 14's music as well.
It's pretty good. I would say the music definitely gets better in Shadowbringers, I would say. And also, I cannot deny that the main theme of God, why am I blanking out? Heaven's Word is really nice. The entire Ishgard theme is amazing.
Oh, right. Oh my god. So, cause my sis, isn't into fighting games as much. So yeah, I don't know if you, like, do you even use Twitter as much anymore?
Use what?
Twitter.
Not really, no.
Okay. I mean, you're better off.
I'm barely, if ever, on it.
You're definitely better off. But,
honestly, don't enjoy Twitter anymore.
Yeah. I feel like I need to start using it less, because sometimes I have this problem where it's like I wake up and scroll, and then it's like, bro, I should be getting ready for fucking work.
Yeah,
this is just a distraction.
I just think that some of the most... For all Twitter loves bashing on Tumblr, the worst takes I've ever seen are on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And the worst drama I've ever seen is on Twitter.
It's always gonna be some of the worst, because it's all impulse. It's all knee-jerk reactions, it's all these things where it's like people don't give it a second pass.
Yeah.
They just say it to say it.
And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I've literally seen takes, like, I literally had to read with my own two eyeballs. Like, one of the last tweets that I ever read was the person who wrote it was literally implying that people who don't like rap are low-key racist.
What the...
I'm just like, can we stop reaching and calling everything racist now?
Yeah.
If you don't like rap, you don't like rap.
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Over the years, though, I've started to get less cynical about that stuff for making, like, these, like... What is it called? Is it, like, altruism? Or, like, you know, these, like, statements where it's, like, you're just, like, generalizing and just, like, making this thing where it's like, oh, this is not for you. It's like, I've kind of changed my stance on that and just changed it to, like, I just haven't found the one that makes me like the genre.
Yeah.
Because I realized, oddly enough, when I played Doom 2016, I thought I hated FPS games. I thought I was gonna hate that shit forever. Because everybody was like, you know, saying like, oh, Halo's so good, COD is so good, all these other, like, mainline FPS games are good.
Yeah, like, we hate shooters!
Until I played Doom 2016, I was like, wait, no, this is actually what I wanted. This is single player, this is good. I don't have to worry about, like, PvP and, like, getting shot from 100 miles away. And it's just aggressive and fast, and you just have to, like, keep running and shooting more than anything else. I was like, yeah, this shit feels great. So I'm like, that made me change my perspective. I'm like, no, I'll never say I hate a genre, whether it's music or anything else now. It's just say I'm waiting for the one that will make me change my mind. Because that's always the case. There's rap music that I like. There's all kinds of genres. There's even some country music I like. I feel like country music's kind of low on my preferences in general.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I like some country songs. Yeah. I'm not gonna bash the whole genre, but if someone gave me the choice, I would not choose country.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's like obviously there's gonna be like a totem pole of like
I'm
priority.
just very picky with my country songs. But there's been some country-esque artists. Like, I know Taylor Swift started off like exclusively country, and then she kind of like branched out into more pop sounds.
Yeah.
But I do like her more, sort of like country songs too.
Oh gosh, so we gotta walk all the way over here. Is there an easy way? No.
It just, to me, country definitely depends on the sound of the person's voice. I don't like that whole like country drawl that some of them sort of like use in their songs.
Yeah.
I don't know why, it just annoys me. I don't like it.
I don't like it much either. What the fuck? Wow. That's a Tyrannosaur in the desert.
Wow.
Okay, game. God damn, it kind of hurts though. That's it. He's dead.
He's dead. But yeah, I'll just say with some genres, I'm just incredibly picky. I'm looking for something in particular.
God, this is so funny. They desperately wanted to make this a circle. I can see it.
Desperately.
But they were limited to NES. They really wanted it to be a circle.
Oh,
as good of a circle.
Oh, they tried.
I'm like, I feel that pain. But sorry, to loop this back around. So I was just saying that you're not into fighting games, but like they, because I was mentioning in the chat that like they, oh yeah, then we ended up talking about Twitter, and then we ended up into that whole like rap take. Right, yeah. That's how that happened. Because Street Fighter 6 got announced, and we were talking about it. It got announced last night. Max is hyped. It was just a teaser. It was an announcement of an announcement more than anything. Personally, for anybody wondering about my stance on it, I'm not excited because I bought Street Fighter V at launch, and that shit was a horrendous launch that barely had any modes, and the online was not great. The roster was small as fuck. Capcom kind of saved the sinking ship, all things considered, by going on the like, competitive esports route for that game. But they need to do a lot to get in my good graces, because if you fuck up the launch initially and don't really improve it much, I'm good. And granted, they have improved it, but it's just like, first impressions are everything. After that, it's so weird. I was talking to Sol about this in DMs, where like, if Capcom didn't fuck up as bad, that is a small Black Knight.
Why are they so tiny? I thought that was a fucking cockroach.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, that's supposed to be Black Knight. I think it's just because of like the NES limitations, they could not make the sprites big.
I don't know, some of the bosses were bigger than this, though.
Yeah, it's weird. Maybe because of like the sword, like the pose it was trying to do. Because it's probably confined to like the grid.
Maybe.
Because that's how usually most early sprite games were, like they are locked to a grid. So maybe if they wanted like a sword to stand up, they had to make the knight small. That's my logic. I don't know. But yo, there is one part that you can talk about. Let me show you it. So, as someone who, do you consider yourself, I mean, you're at least an artist, maybe not a graphic artist, right?
Yeah. What's the difference?
None. Well, debatably none. But I'm trying to see. Where is it? Oh my god, where is it?
I've done, like, graphics and stuff before.
You've done a little bit.
It's practically, like, required in the world of role-playing.
Holy crap, where's the album? Okay, so... I'm not even kidding. This is the fucking logo for Street Fighter 6.
God,
and
I'm scared.
It's awful. It is actually... Wait, no, this is a shitpost. Hold on. Where is the proper version? Let me look it up online. I saved the shitpost, because it's so good.
Scared.
Ooh-wee. Long story short, they announced it. It's going to use, like, the Resident Evil engine, which a lot of their games have been using, like Monster Hunter. And, Devil May Cry 5 use it as well. Like, it's the thing Capcom's using, so it's, like, kind of going for a more photorealistic style. Or, you know, more hyper-realistic. Where is the logo? I'm just showing her this really quick, guys, because, oh my lord, she needs to at least see this.
Time for me to dunk on something.
It's the worst logo I've seen for their franchise in a minute. Look at this shit.
Why?
That is the official logo. I hope it's a work in progress.
I'm like, that's the most uninteresting, bland thing. It works fine for, like, a website logo. But, like, if that's what you're gonna use for a fucking video game, get out.
It looks so fucking generic. Somebody made a shitpost showing, like, you know that fucking, like, S design that's, like, used everywhere?
Oh my god, that's what it looks like!
I'm like, oh
that
my
S
god.
that you would draw with the 6 sticks or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, on your notebook when you're, like, 8.
Oh my lord. That is a hideous
You thought
logo.
you were so cool and genius for it.
I'm like, no. But yeah, I do not like that logo. Somebody made a joke and said, I'll one-up you guys, and just posted a screenshot of the Street Fighter logo as, like, the Discord group thing, and it had 7 notifications instead. Street Fighter 7 confirmed.
Fuck! Honestly, it does.
Because that's what it looks like, a mobile notification. Yeah.
Badge.
Like, oh my fucking god. That shit.
You have 6 unread messages.
Fucking dreadful.
Oh my god, that's so bad!
I'm like, they're just... I hope they fix it. I don't fucking know. People got hyped for a teaser that, like, really didn't show much. But I'm like...
Me, I'm just upset that it's called Street Fighter, but there's no sign of a street anywhere.
Pretty much.
In the logo. What's up with that? Hmm?
That is the worst. Like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I need to give you, like, the actual comparison for the previous logos. Because you probably haven't seen them as much as I have.
I've seen some.
You've seen some of them throughout the series, but I'm like... If this thing wants to load... It does not want to load. Unless Twitter is down and I just don't know it. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, this shit.
How did we... How?
How did they go from, like...
We fucking get here!
I don't know. The second I saw the Street Fighter 6 logo, to me, even before the Discord shitpost stuff, it looked like a fucking, like, UFC type of, like, vibe they're going for or some shit, like...
Oh my god.
Oh my god, because I've seen, like, the UFC game, like, packaging, and I'm like... What the...
Why?
It doesn't make me think of Street Fighter, it makes me think of, like, an MMO type of, like, wrestling game or some shit, some licensed game. It's so weird. So yeah, who knows? I'm not sure. It's like, I kinda get it with the realistic style they're trying to go for with the engine.
But that doesn't mean suck out all the personality of it.
Yeah. I'm like, well, alright then. Y'all do that. Now, granted, I'm not saying I'm not gonna buy the game or nothing, but I'm skeptical after Street Fighter V buying that at launch, and I've never felt more buyer's remorse than after, like, 3 days of playing that shit, and I'm like, bro, there's nothing here. Shit was rough. A lot of casual fans hated, 5 when it came out, because it just gave them nothing. Vorpal Sword.
King, give us nothing.
Honestly, like, even Max talked about it, where it's like, the people who stuck around say that the game is good now, but it's like, the majority of people who bought the game at launch moved on and still say Street Fighter V is shit because of what they got at launch, and that is exactly where I fall in. If Capcom didn't fuck up, I would not have played Guilty Gear or met Racer Soul to get into SNK. Like, I would not... That's just so fucking crazy. Because of their fuck up, I found out about other fighting games instead. That's some kind of...
love it.
I'm like, Jesus. And that's not even a unique situation. Like I said, that was like other people too. This shit better be good.
It won't.
I'm like, I'm gonna go all the way out just to get that one chest. To be honest, though, if they're going for a more realistic style, I think they're gonna nerf Chun-Li.
Wow. Nerf the queen.
They're gonna nerf the thighs, they're gonna nerf the titties, they're gonna nerf everything. Gotta go for realism. I don't know. Some characters in the Street Fighter series got some, like... I don't want to say, like, anime designs, but like, they got some, like, you know, exaggerated designs because they're, like, so far away from the screen when you're playing them. Like, they've mentioned on record they gotta make, like, hands and legs bigger to be more pronounced when you're actually throwing out a move. But I'm like, bro, how is this shit gonna work in this new art style? I'm like, we'll see. But I can tell there's gonna be some designs people will not like at all. Redesigned for being, like, slightly more, realistic. Meanwhile, Max is like, will they finally do, my boy Not Dirty and make a good Ken model in 3D? Probably not.
Unfortunately not.
Is there any other chests around here? It's kind of hard to see unless I zoom in, because they kind of run them into the walls and shit. No, I think that's it.
So I couldn't resist. And, I signed up for, Trade Coffee.
Yeah.
You're gonna try all these coffees with me.
God. Will I die?
Maybe. It's exciting.
Ye...
And I also ordered a pour-over cone at the Bee House.
Ye...
And I'm still waiting on my pour-over filters to come in, but we'll get to enjoy some fancy schmancy coffee. Pour-over is the best style to enjoy coffee, honestly.
Hey, did you say Bee House at one point?
Yeah, that's the type of pour-over it is, the Bee House pour-over.
Why's it called a Bee House?
I don't know. It's just the kind of style. It's very distinct. It looks nothing like a bee house.
I was wondering.
Just in case you're wondering.
Oh my god, this is some chaotic map design.
But I'm honestly so excited. Pour-overs are so nice.
Oh my god, wait, please don't tell me they designed it like this. Fuck, did they design it in a way where I have to go around laps the whole fucking way?
Yes.
Kind of? Okay, I thought it was gonna be much more tedious. Still, goddamn. Oh, wait, that's to go down, but I guess inside there's like loot. The fuck? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, I can go either way there. Alright, well, I guess I'll get to run... Oh, yeah. It's number 2. I think it's coming out in, like, April. Did you want to watch the second Sonic movie in theaters?
Ooh, why not?
Book. Blaze it. It's kind of hilarious how that's, like, the last movie people remember watching before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people I've seen on Twitter say that was the last movie they saw before the pandemic, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so sad.
What do you mean it's so sad? It was the same case for us.
No, but I mean, like, it just feels like such a long time ago, but we're still living in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like it hits at a point where it's just like, oh god, this is not... Like, we're not going back to normal. This is the new normal.
Yeah.
It's... I don't know. Like, everybody has a time where they just realize it, but it's like, fuck, it really hits. It really hits different.
Apparently, there's talk about a more infectious form of Omicron now, and I'm just like, can we please stop?
Oh my god.
Can we stop?
We're just never gonna get out.
I'm just like, we're never gonna get out of here. I'm just like, fuck it. Just drop everything. Obviously, coronavirus said, hey, I'm staying for a while.
It's not even the virus, though. It's because people just couldn't get their shit together.
Yeah.
Which I knew. Like, I don't know. Maybe being cynical, it's like, I didn't expect all of humanity to just suddenly, like, all agree and, like, take this seriously. The problem is, to be honest, I think it's mainly because of fucking corporate. You know? The big reason people probably didn't say no is because they had to keep their jobs, because they had to get some, like, financial stability in there.
There's that, but then it's also the fact that, like, these supposed variants keep coming out, and I'm just like, okay, the frickin' post keeps moving, like, further and further away, so it's just like, when the hell are we gonna get out of this?
Oh, no, I know. I just mean, like, initially.
These variants keep coming out.
I just mean initially if the planet just did a fucking lockdown all at once, no confusion. Shit. There could have been something.
Remember how 2020 was just riot after riot, protest after protest. 2020 was a nightmare.
2020 was when the fucking 7
like...
remake came out. Post-pandemic.
Bro, I hated 2020. 2020 feels like, I don't know, Satan's year or something.
You're not wrong. Oh wait, is it impossible for me? No, I can make it down here. But yeah, that shit is kind of cursed.
Hella cursed.
Oh wait, no, I meant to use fire or something on the mage, but I fucked up. But yeah, it's just weird. Even I could tell at work as well, there's people who just do not take the virus seriously anymore. Like, it's been so long that people actually, there are some that just don't.
Focus on their conspiracy theories right off the bat, instead of focusing on the problem at hand.
Like, I don't want to get too into it, but there was there was even a customer yesterday that was giving me shit because I couldn't, like, you know, prepaid phones. I feel like I've mentioned this before.
Yes. Oh god.
They expect you to, like, do it for them.
Yeah.
There was a guy that was, like, hard of hearing, you know, he's, like, elderly. And he's giving me shit, like, saying, like, oh, like, you know, I basically told him, like, every single reason why I can't do it. They told me that I can't do it since I started working, right? And told them to go up to customer service to see if they could help you, but I told them I can't do it. Several times. Told them it's a self-service, can't do it. And then, for some reason, the 4th time I say it, then he just says, well, why didn't you just say that in the first instance? I'm like, I did several times. There was, like, three other people, like, behind the counter, by the way. Like, I was like, listen, man, if you want to make me look dumb, they all heard what I said.
Yeah.
Several times.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I'm all about respecting elders and shit, but I'm like, listen, I know you're upset because I can't help you do this, but it's like, I'm telling you the instructions are on the back of the card. I'm telling you just gotta call, you know, this number. You gotta set up, and it's like... Then he comes back later and gets pissed off because customer service told him that they can't do it. And told them that the reason is because of the virus. Like, we can't touch those cards and, like, you know, like, do that stuff for you. Also because of just, you know, like, if something goes wrong, it's like, that's on you. That is a self-servicing where you paid for it. So, can't give a shit because our hands are clean, right? Like, literally. But it was just this whole fucking thing, and I'm like, when is this gonna end? You know? And it's like, thankfully the customer said that, it's like, no, I did it right. I was like, you know, I was saying it the way I was supposed to, and like, you know, I kind of had to briefly joke, but not joke, and tell him, like, I wish I didn't live with social anxiety. Because he just makes me feel dumb.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I hate that shit.
Oh.
So yeah, that was fun. That's just a constant thing in that job, I guess. I'm like, listen, I love my grandparents. I'd love to do everything in my power to help you, but listen, they got cameras and shit. If they see me doing that, no. Because the problem is, you help them once, like, this is the cynic in me, because I've seen these people several times. You help them once, they'll do the same runaround, the same, like, pity party, the same, like, guilt trip every fucking time they show up. Every single time. I've seen people, like, show up several times. So I'm like, okay, is this one favor gonna bite me in the ass later, because then they get comfortable with it? And it usually does. So I'm like, Anyway, this is Final Fantasy 1. This is not... Well, I guess it is life stories, because I am a real human in the real world playing this. But still, I'm just trying to say retail work sucks dick. Nobody wants it. Is this supposed to be a thing? No, it's just a dead end. But it is upgraded armor. Force handler shit. God, I had the defender for like 10 fights and it's just replaced now.
Bro, reading all the shit going on in Russia right now.
What's going on?
I'm like, bro.
I have no idea what's going on, actually.
You don't know?
No.
Russia's planning on invading Ukraine.
Oh boy.
Frickin' Putin.
Oh, they're gonna show me something on your phone.
That little bitch.
Unfortunate. That's the thing, I barely keep up with news, and I certainly, ever since I got a job, I certainly have less time to even keep up with the news.
I try to avoid the news, but oof. I'm like, if this shit happens, I would love for there to be another world war on our hands. Would love.
No. God, I hope not.
Totally sarcastic, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, nobody wants this. I certainly don't want it.
I just flat out hate war. I just hate it. I just think that ultimately both sides end up losing. Everyone kind of dies.
Oh, okay. So they're related to that dude. So that's why the guy told me to do it in that order. That makes sense. But yeah.
The reason war exists is because of human stupidity. And
pretty
cruelty,
much.
Basically.
What the fuck? We got vampires now?
Damn!
Looking, creepy, though.
It's scheming.
Me raiding the fridge at 3 AM to get the shredded cheese.
Yeah.
I love that meme. Man. I forget if I told you, though, that, like, it was confirmed that we're getting 7 Remake Part 2 news this year.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, shit, at least there's hope that they said they were gonna, like, you know, plan something for the anniversary.
But I'm sad, because that doesn't necessarily mean a release date.
No.
And it's been
ages.
At
most, we'll get a release window.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, or like, I want to believe next year, but
it's just like, dude.
I just don't think it's gonna be next year. I'd love for it to be next year.
And that kills me because, like, I don't know. Maybe not say anything.
I mean,
I'm just frustrated, I guess.
I am too.
Because it's just like, I don't know, segmented stories drive me crazy.
Oh, dang, what the
Because
fuck
if you're gonna do a segmented story, usually when you do a segmented story, there's probably like a year tops in between, you know, releases.
Yeah.
Or so. This is just like you're waiting like 3 years between releases just to freaking know what the fuck happens. And I don't know, I just kind of find it ridiculous, personally.
I mean, I do too. That was weird. So this is a dungeon within a dungeon?
Weird!
So now we're in the second half, this music is just weird. But no, I agree. Or it's just, like, unfortunate, though, to be fair. But Father Trail series is gone, then I've seen the opposite problem where people are like, man, Falcom needs to stop putting these out as yearly releases because the games are suffering for it. So it's like, it's hard. I wouldn't mind waiting 2 years in between the games, but... Fuck.
Once I'm waiting like 3 years, I'm like, dude, seriously?
And it's just concerning because it's like, I don't know, maybe the third part will take less time. Because I speculate, like, my logic was, because they have to reuse assets, it shouldn't take that long, right? But then it's also just like, if they're trying to go for open world, maybe that's what's halting or making the development take longer, because maybe they're trying to figure out how they're going to do the world map, or how they're going to expand the world for part 2.
That's the only reason I can really see
Because
why
otherwise,
this is taking so long.
They have a lot of the assets in the gameplay, like, nailed for what they want it to be.
Yeah.
So it's weird, but I think the third part is where it's like, you know, that
This
one
might
maybe
get-
shouldn't take as long.
Yeah. I'm
Hard to
hoping.
say.
Maybe part 1 and part 2 are the longest, you know. Who knows?
I'm like, I want to believe so bad.
Like, I get it. Like, we do want a polished product. We don't have some... You know, we don't want something half-assed. Because this is Final Fantasy VII. You know, like... But at the same time, it's just like, bruh. The waiting is literally killing me.
Man.
Like, I'm literally losing my life force.
What is a razor for? What is that?
Which I guess is kind of a good thing because it means I'm excited for the game. I'm excited for what they've put out already. And... yeah, I need to know more. I'm pretty sure everyone is at the edge of their seat.
Ooh, that's not worth it. Yeah, I mean, for those who like Summer Remake, obviously there's, like, point of contention, but...
They're either
I can't
excited or
fucking
fucking confused.
Yeah. That's why, like, I've always appreciated, the way Monolith Soft does it, where it's like, it's just one big-ass open-world game, but it is a standalone story. You do not really need to play the other games to appreciate what they are. Whereas with, like, Square Enix is like, I know, it's, like, way more graphical fidelity, and they're trying to do it, like, their own way, and it's like, I get it, but man... I think I would have less contention with the way they're doing it if it was all... like, what's the phrase? If it was all killer, no filler.
Yeah.
But 7 Remake Part 1 clearly had parts that felt added.
Yeah, it definitely did have filler for sure.
So that's the part where I'm like, okay, was all the expansion necessary? And it's like, honestly, you could probably cut about 20% of the game.
Yeah.
And I'd like it way more.
Yeah.
Granted, I still love the game, but it's like, it's what makes the revisits not as fun.
When I go back and watch playthroughs of the game, there's definitely chapters I skipped.
I've skipped some of Max's parts. It's like, I just know. I've already seen it. I know.
And it's boring.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll watch 1, 2, 3, and then, was it chapter 5, or like, which one? It's like, I skip all the running around with, like,
Chapter
you know, the
4
subway. I skip the fucking, like, you know, the fucking skylights shit.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like,
I hate that entire chapter.
I don't know.
I'm like, why was that even there?
Shit is rough. So if anything, that's what I hope. I hope it's better. Okay, so it's in the center room, so there's like...
You don't know what it's like, man. Surviving with only one chapter of Roche content? You don't know what it's like.
I don't.
Like, I get it, he was an intergrade, but he was mostly just like, woo! Cloud! Come out, baby! Smoochy, smoochy!
Lord.
Also, play Fort Condor with me. And that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it. That's all you're gonna get. Here are your crumbs.
It wasn't enough!
I mean, it'll never be enough.
No.
Realistically, it'll never be enough until it's finished.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and my boy Zachary.
Packery.
We just got that one glimpse of him. And that was it. And it just left me more confused than anything.
In some ways, I'm glad to not know Zack the character yet. Like that. I'm not suffering as much.
Wow.
It's true.
How fucking dare you, man.
I'm just saying at some point I'll play Crisis Core in between the wait. But that's why I'm not in a rush to finish like OG7 on the stream or like Crisis Core and that stuff. It's like, you know, I'm fine. This is fine. Although, I do hope they announce some news about Ever Crisis soon. That shit's been a minute. What's going on?
Like, bro.
Because I wouldn't mind being held over by like, you know, those like mobile
it would sure keep you
remakes
busy.
slash remakes. It's weird. I don't quite know what to specify them as.
May I please have Ever Crisis now? That would make me very happy.
Yeah. Although I hope it doesn't have, like, cursed gacha elements that much, please.
Same.
I just want to play it. I don't, like, just make sure the starting weapons or whatever, the free weapons will be enough to get me by.
Just, please, as long as it's not pay to win.
Yeah.
Please, that's the worst thing you can do to a mobile game ever.
Because I forget, how was, like, Opera Amiya when you played it? Because I know you played it more than I did.
Oh, Opera Amiya was extremely generous.
Okay, good. Because I don't remember having any blocks aside from the initial, like, stamina.
Yeah, unfortunately. But gameplay-wise, honestly, I did not spend a single cent on that game. And it was still, like... It was still very generous. The only reason I don't play it anymore is because, I don't know, I'll have to see if I can install it on my new phone. Yeah. But whenever I would try to install all of the data at once, it would take an eternity.
Rip.
Like, you can install the game, but I mean, like, you know, installing all the game data, like, within the game.
Yeah.
When I would do that, it would take, like, ages. And I was like, dude.
Okay, bottom left is
this even moving?
Yeah, I remember the install took a minute. I don't know.
But it's definitely an enjoyable game, and like the gameplay was fun for sure.
Kind of worse. Oh shit. Wait. No. It is a one-word part of the equipment. Nobody else gonna equip helmets for some reason. But yeah. Oh god, I forgot. Was Ever Crisis gonna have... I think it said I was gonna have Dirge of Cerberus, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Let's fucking go. I want all of the maximum cringe.
Cringe, but I'm free.
When I tried watching Max's playthrough of Dirge of Cerberus...
I fucking knew that. I fucking knew it. Like, minutes of nothing in the chat, and then when I mentioned Dirge of Cerberus, Max posted in the chat. God damn it. Max said, Ever Crisis is everything.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But
I came running.
But honestly, I tried to watch Max's freaking Dirge of Cerberus playthrough, and I gave up halfway through. I'm just like, Max, it's really nothing personal. It's just that this game is so bad, not even you can save it.
I gave up because he was like spending a rough time and a half trying to optimize that shit on a PS2 emulator.
Yeah.
Because I was watching that shit live, I think, when I was still working at the hotel. I was like, I'm good. I can't keep listening in on this because I know it's just troubleshooting hell. And I'm like, I know that feel. Ooh, I know that feel. That game is truly dire. But I guess it's more so just like, I know some people like the cheese or like, you know, it's kind of that thing where it's like it commits to the absurd shit of it all the way. I get it. It's the same writer as World of Final Fantasy, despite the massive disparity in quality. What the fuck? When am I gonna go back to playing that game?
How?
God, we're so on and off about that shit, it's kind of embarrassing.
We literally need to go back to World of Final Fantasy.
It's like, yeah, let's revisit for the third time. Oh, God.
That game is so good.
We're never gonna finish that game. I hate it. Painful.
We only played a little bit of it, but what we did play was fucking fun, man.
Oh, we did, like, I think 3 or 4 dungeons. So.
Yeah.
That was a good few hours then. Need that World of Final Fantasy 2 announcement? Shit, that would incentivize me to be like, alright, we gotta fucking go.
You got a haul ass, man.
I won't lie, I know some people say, like, bro, why is there, like, hype culture to get caught up with games? But it's like, honestly, it's really good incentive. It's just fun to get caught up. Because, like, you know, you're doing your proper homework.
Yeah. Mind your business, bitch.
I'm like, bro, who cares? People are excited to play your franchise. Shut up. Stop gatekeeping. You go back to Soul Hackers after today? Oh yeah, because they announced a sequel. Oh my god, though, Vex, that's a thing I've realized. I was gonna make a tweet about this where I'm like, man, I feel nothing with that announcement just because I never played the original Soul Hackers. But I've also never played a Shin Megami Tensei game. I've only played the Persona games.
Shin Megami Tensei!
And it's not even like a thing of like only being a Persona fan. I don't care about the other ones. Just because I haven't played the other games, it's like I feel nothing. So it's like, man, I can call myself a Falcom fan. I can call myself a Xenoblade fan, but I can't call myself like a... I don't know. It's like...
An Atlas fan.
I can't call myself an Atlas fan in general, yeah. Definitely not. That's just weird. It's like, I'm glad everyone else is hyped, but it's like, I didn't play SMT5 when that came out. I haven't played anything else aside from the Persona games and the spin-off, so I'm like, you know, I'm fine. A lot of people have this. I'm not saying I don't care for the announcement, but I'm like, I gotta play the older shit anyway. Favorite Atlas game? The game is nuts. That's the thing, I haven't even played anything like that aside from...
Justified in not caring for the announcement, because it's like, how are you going to have any sort of attachment to it?
Yeah, it's like, I saw the trailer, I've seen the design, it's like, oh, neat. You know, the demons are back, or like, you know, demon/persona design. It's like, I remember that. Anyway, like, I have nothing.
Turn time, Lord.
Lord. So I'm like, it's just weird.
Drinking those moments when...
But hopefully it's good.
God, the Naga looks so much like the one in 15.
I'm 15? Not 14?
Yeah. Remember the serpent lady?
Oh yeah, true. Oh god, yeah, I do remember that anime.
Yeah.
Stop healing, what is this?
It's so nice to see these enemies and being like, hey, I've seen that in another Final Fantasy game.
Black and white robe. I sure wonder who it's for. But it's worse, thanks. Why would I want that? It weighs more? Wait, let me see. Guards against fire and instant death. Cast Invisora when used? Okay, I guess that is worth it. It's a little bit less evasion, but... I can use it to my advantage. Cast Bizarre when used. Shit, that's a free spell. I'll use it.
Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left.
Oops.
Take a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. Knees in tight. There's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane.
Not sure which store to check first. It's all over. Wait.
It's all over. I feel like I have a song for like any phrase that you could say.
I believe it.
I believe I can fly.
Oh my god. Fuck. Why is it like this? The MCA? Unfortunate.
Damn. Stop claiming DMCA.
Man. It's so funny though, like, I don't keep up with the news, but when it affects my shit, that's when I do, where it's like, man, it was depressing keeping up with the DMCA news shit that was happening. I'm just wondering about how, like, awful, like, Twitch's, like, system is for just even protecting the creator for that shit. I'm like, oh, I said I might consider going to YouTube, and yeah, I'm still streaming on Twitch. It's like, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll do. Sasuke's blade, excuse me, who?
Sasuke?
Sauce? Who even uses it? Does it cast anything? There's so much bias for, like, the swords.
Ninja? Wow, I can't believe Sasuke Naruto is here.
Oh wait, is this where, like, is that a slightly different icon? Oh yeah, it's slightly different, so maybe it's for, like, the thief.
Sasuke!
Oof. Hot sauce.
I want something spicy.
I mean the Cheetos if you want.
No, I already ate plenty of them.
Oh dang. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Did you?
Do you want water though?
You good?
Kate. Dripske, what the fuck?
Dripske?
Oh shit, wait. So let me see. Okay, so there's...
Sauce.
Is this... What is that? It's not like a teleporter. What are those? Fuck. Really don't know. Also the Japanese name of Ninja Warrior. Who knows? It's only 6:12. Yeah, I think we'll get this dungeon done and then probably call it a sesh.
Sasuke Uchiha.
Man, I wish that show stuck the landing. But, kind of like a Game of Thrones situation. It really didn't.
Dude.
Certain characters just got sent to die in character development hell.
Just like the way... Like, bro. I will never forgive what they did to Daenerys Targaryen.
Who is Daenerys again?
Daenerys is the mother of dragons.
Oh, yeah.
The white-haired lady. Remember how I told you they totally butchered her character?
Yeah.
In, like, a complete direction she wouldn't even, like, go?
Put it here.
It was absurd. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, where did this come from? It was that out of character.
Oh wait, so you ended up seeing the finale?
I got all the way up to the second to last episode.
Oh man, so you just said fuck it, I'm not putting it.
Yeah, I just said fuck it. I'm not even watching the last episode.
God damn.
It was already that bad.
Yikes. For me, I was still on like season 5, I think. And then I was like, oh. I saw the news that it sucked. I was like, nope, I'm out. It's really unfortunate how that happens, you know, it's just like immediately once I know it's not worth it, yeah. I'll just tap out.
I tapped out for like several years. But then I said, you know what? I'm curious. How bad is this?
Oof.
And it was just as bad as people said. And I didn't even see the final episode. I just knew that it wasn't going to be worth it by the way that they were writing the entire last season. For one thing, Daenerys' and Jon Snow's romance came out of left field.
Man.
And that didn't make sense. Whatsoever.
Wait, you said Daenerys and Jon Snow?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. There was a whole plot twist that wasn't even hinted at in the entire series. Also came out of left field.
Man. It's so unfortunate, because I really thought that was going to be, like, potentially a Lord of the Rings situation where it's like, oh, finally, you know, a medieval fantasy setting that I can get, you know, like a live-action medieval fantasy setting, rather, that I can, like, get fully immersed in again. And it's like, nope. Get fucked.
Dude, Lord of the Rings will always be superior. Not to sound like a fucking nerd, but...
I mean, pretty much. It's like, that's the problem, though. It's like, after watching that set of movies, it's like, I wish we just had more of it.
Yeah. It's like, I still go back and watch the Lord of the Rings
and it
trilogy.
Doesn't even have to be as good. It could be, like, 50% as good as Lord of the Rings, and I would still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But fuck, man.
I'm like, nothing will... Okay, in terms of fantasy worlds that I really, really like, nothing will ever get me as much as number 1, Lord of the Rings, and number 2, The Dark Crystal.
Pretty much.
Those are, the 2 fantasy things that I've gotten just, like... That I've just gone, like, ooh!
Ooh. All the oohs.
I mean, that makes sense, because I'm pretty sure Jim Henson was inspired by Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. What is this?
Analyzing Tiamat, no known weakness.
Who's Tiamat? Didn't I already fight Tiamat? Am I crazy? I feel like that name rings a bell. Maybe because I heard someone else talk about Final Fantasy 1. But yeah. It's unfortunate. It also reminds me of how, like, there's a lot of, like, fictional stories, or, like, stories that are meant to, like, interest you in, like, the world and, like, how, like, you know, the world building and how it works. And there are some series I've seen where it's like, the more answers I get, the less interested I get.
Yeah.
Watching it. Like, a point of contention, and another one that I've heard the ending is kind of whack, from what I've seen, is, Attack on Titan. And I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, because there's, like, some anime-only viewers that, you know, don't know anything about it. But it's like, I kind of gave up after, like, Season 3. Which... I don't know. It's like he got some answers and then like the world expanded, but I'm like, I just didn't care for where it went after that, after getting some of those answers, and I'm like, that's unfortunate when that happens.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stories that kind of go like that, but that's the one that I think of halfway through its final chapter. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I remember watching the final chapter, I think, with friends, or like the start of it, and then I was like, it's not what I thought it was going to be.
Attack on Titan?
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. There's really nothing. Damn, y'all say the same shit. But But yeah, and I did not see the ending happening. Where it's like, I kind of get it, but it's like, ultimately, what the story of Attack on Titan comes down to is just, it's another cycle of revenge kind of story. So it really feels just like been there, done that. And I was just like, man, what a bummer. It's like, it's fine, but I don't know. It just didn't do it in a way that really,
I'm just kind of upset.
It didn't do, like, the spin on that story that would have made me like it. Or, like, super, yeah, get into it.
Just kind of upsets me that the one thing that could really sort of, like, scratch my Lord of the Rings itch was the Dark Crystal, and, like, no one paid attention to it, and it got cancelled.
Yeah. Final chapter also has war crime apologist undertones, which doesn't help. That's all I was on the subject. Yeah, pretty much. When war crime apologist undertones.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, after a while, like, Attack on Titan got super political in ways where it's like, I don't think I want to think about this that much, because, oh boy. Like, it really does just present, like most revenge stories, it shows, like, both sides, and, like, showing how it's like, there really are no winners, and it's like, I get it, but I've just seen it before.
But, I mean, it's also the fact that when, I don't know. Sorry, I've just heard a lot of, like, shady, crappy stuff about the, you know, like, the creator themselves.
Oh, of AOT?
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me check that central seer thingy.
I'm just like, I get it. I believe in the whole, like, you know, separation of artists versus, you know, like, the product, but that's when we're not talking about the fact that the creator is either, like, freaking racist or, like, a war crime apologist themselves.
Oof.
Like...
Yeah, either that or, I forget the name of the guy, but, like, the author of, like, Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah.
I know, he got, like, super canceled because he basically, basically one of those, like, you know, manga creators that's also kind of into the, Well, actually, Vex, what was the exact deal? Do you remember? Because I think I remember what he got accused of, but it's been a while. I'd have to look it up. I want to say it involved child pornography, which is very cursed.
I vaguely remember hearing something about
Yeah, he got caught owning a lot of child porn, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Because I watched that anime a few years ago, and I was like, man, I'm actually enjoying this, because it's like a 90s anime, but it's like pretty fucking good. For what it is. And god damn it, I hate that. That makes me uncomfortable. It's like, yes, you can separate yourself with, like, the work and the art and all that stuff, but it's like, fuck, dude. There's something wrong about a story teaching some morals that the creator just did not follow through on. That makes it uncomfortable, no matter how much you can separate it. You know, it's like,
exactly.
Wow, look at this corrupt person trying to teach good in the world. And I'm like, I'm not saying people don't deserve second chances, but fuck, there's something about, like, it's pretty much that saying of, like, practice what you preach.
Yeah.
I would much sooner respect these morals from someone that is also in the right mind.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, now that I know this shit, a lot of that stuff's gonna be hollow, because it's like, alright, does this guy actually believe this stuff, or is he just, you know, sick in the head?
And it's kind of the same thing with me. Like, I can't enjoy anything Harry Potter as much anymore because of friggin' J.K. Rowling being friggin' transphobic as hell.
Location of the Chaos Shrine? Oh, okay. Yeah, so apparently that's where, like, shit's happening afterwards. Like, literally the first dungeon where everything banned, which is thematically kind of cool.
Looks very mysterious, obviously.
Let me see. He didn't do anything, which is why he basically got a slap on the wrist. Unlike the Act Age author who genuinely harassed someone. Yeah, it's like he just owned child pornography. So, like, I guess he didn't get, like, you know...
No.
But it's like, that's still... Fuck, dude, that's still just not good.
I'm sorry. You're still partaking in it. You're still a part of the problem.
So yeah, it's
Just like I'm.
That's why I drink some water.
Okay.
Voice is getting
I'm
hoarse.
trying to get real here for a second. As a person who has genuinely been sexually harassed as a child, I find it incredibly fucking disgusting that almost every other day there's a new case of some fucked up adult individual owning adult pornography. Why is this a thing? Why are people freaking attracted to children? You're freaking disgusting. Like,
I've never
what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's just, God, like there's something that makes them wired like that, and
I'm just like, it's a very prevalent problem, and it's genuinely concerning.
Yeah.
Like,
these doors? No. Okay, they're like...
They are black holes to nowhere!
Oh, look at this genius map design. Copy paste.
Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
To be fair, for NES, they probably have to do this a lot.
Yeah.
There we go. It's bananas that he's still writing the Kenton sequel and releasing stuff under Shueisha. Truly bizarre. God. It's just like, I was really enjoying that show. I was really digging it. And then I just got uncomfortable. Fuck. Like, why did... I don't know. It's kind of selfish of me to say, but it's like, why couldn't it have happened, like, after I finished? At least I would have had, you know, decent impressions, but now I just can't finish it.
And you're so valid.
It's unfortunate. And it's like, there has been instances where I can just forget and take the game as it is when I think of, like, other people that worked on it. But, I don't know. It's a case-by-case thing. What's even here? There was, like, no... There was, like, a nothing floor. Fifth floor. Okay, there's gonna be a boss fight here. Let me heal up then. That's fine. Man, I almost wonder if somebody is watching this on YouTube in a past broadcast, like, months later. Please let me know if you don't mind the random rambles on every single part of Final Fantasy 1. I think you're being called. Hold on.
Ding, 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 ding.
I like how I just unmute to that.
Oh, the game over!
Yeah, sorry.
Final Fantasy VII game over screen is my favorite. Let me just stay there.
Is that actually... Was there a game over theme in the original? Or did they just add it?
No. There's definitely one in the original. I think?
Random rambles versus random encounter. Pretty much, yeah. It's like,
Random
honestly...
encounters.
To be fair, this is kind of what happens when it is such an old-school JRPG. It's really easy because there's not much to talk about. You know, it's like, I got no memories of this game. This is my first time playing it. It's a pretty generic setup of gathering, you know, all the elements for the final dungeon. I don't got much. So if I don't got much...
Not much to say, homies.
If I don't got much, I got some fucking filler. Bruh. You know? That's why I'm like, fuck. I do not envy people starting Twitch streams and then just being like muted and not saying anything, because I used to be like that. And then I just said, fuck it. Let me fill this empty space with something. It's better than nothing. Commentary is fucking hard. The Lich, Merilith, the Kraken, who defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch. You gonna do anything about it? Of course, it'd be a 6-headed dragon, I think that's what the sprite is looking like. All the better, may the image of Tiamat, the fiend of the wind, or of wind, be the last to burn in your eyes. If you say so, sir.
It's serious now.
Oh, that's a cool looking sprite.
It's Tiamat.
I feel like I've heard of Tiamat. What would I want to use? Maybe I should use Null All. Oh, but I can't do it on everybody. You would think Blaze, since it's a dragon. Oh, just Super Terra. Tiamat isn't a lot of Final Fantasies. That's how I was like, hold on, this name rings a bell. But I'm not sure if it should. And I was like, okay, I guess it should.
Tiamat is everywhere, honestly. Like, anything fantasy related.
Use Temper on Soul. Unga McBunga. Oh god, 49? Oh shit. I don't know if I should use... No, I'll do Hilara. Maybe... No, I think Hilara might be enough. Oh god, those ice spells too. Can I, like, cast them all? Fuck it, I'll do No Blaze. And I'll try out Flare and see if it does any damage. God damn. Only 400, though.
Well...
Well, that was timed really well. Bullshitting my way through. Maybe he'll all go and get, yeah, I guess if he throws something out. Fuck it. Flare that shit. Or it just dies. I'll take it. I feel like I had to use my brain for a second there. But the fights still don't last as long as I would like.
Great.
I feel like the buffs barely matter. By the time I set it up, it's usually over. In Stranger of Paradise. Yeah, what they do with Tiamat and, have they shown off that yet? Let me see. Man, a bit of a disappointment, but I guess I can understand if they wanted to, like, make it like a humanoid-esque fight. It's not a horrendous redesign, but this is what it looks like in Origin.
I like it.
I don't mind it.
Great.
It's just from the spread that it'll just be like a full-on, like, you know, dragon.
Dragon.
But it's like, if they want to make it humanoid to make it like more for like the boss fight aspect of it, then it's like, I get it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got everything in this dungeon. Unless... Oh, fuck, we're missing some. But do I really care? I could probably go back and do it off-stream. It's not a big deal. You can't go back? Well, shit. I mean, I think I quick saves. Or rather, I did a quick save, but yeah, I guess. Fuck. There's a secret boss in this place? What the fuck? How was I supposed to know that shit? So where is it? Is it too late to go back? Damn. It's a random encounter on sword. What the fuck? It's 0.05%?
Suck a cock, man. Those odds are not in our favor.
Those odds are worse than fucking Monster Hunter. Are the encounters still around? But I guess I missed all the chests anyway. I'll give it 5 encounters and see what happens, otherwise I'm fucking leaving. No. No. It's called War Mech. No. Do you even get anything that's worth it for fighting it? No. But fuck it, I guess that means that I missed out on those, like, 6 chests. This Chivo and a t-shirt that says, I fought War Mech. If only. I wish Square would actually physically send me a shirt for that. I would do that. Yeah, that's gonna take too long. Fuck it. We're gone. We'll just make progress. Precursor to Omega in many ways. I don't know who Omega is. I'm glad I don't. Alright. So, what's the last save I did? I mean, if I really wanted to redo the dungeon, I guess I could. The current killer robot in the FF franchise. Okay, that is a mech. That is definitely a war mech. I don't know. It's just what it is. It's a robot.
Oh my god.
But apparently that's a 0.5% encounter. Apparently, like, actually one of the hardest enemies in the game. But I'm like, cool.
That's a mech.
Thank you, Square Enix. Very cool.
Very creative.
Anyway. Starting from FF5. Oh, that's where Omega came from? Okay.
Looks like a little chicken wing.
Well, there might be one or two things. Hold on. If you don't mind, can we go for a few more minutes? I just want to see if there's anything else to properly leave us on the final dungeon for next time. That way, when we... also, Soul, how long is the final dungeon? Is it pretty lengthy? I know it's like a boss rush-ish, final dungeon. But I'm gonna double check if there's anything additional we can do. Oh, okay, because we missed the adamantite. God, the guide says to get it, but doesn't say where. White magic for your knight? I did not. I guess I could do that. Shit. Well, I guess I missed out on some of the best stuff in the game, despite mostly going 100% for every other dungeon. Oops. Oh, I hate that. What's the max tier you can go for white magic? Level 3? Okay. I mean, shit. Would it be worth redoing the dungeon soul to get the adamantite and, like, the better weapon? Or would you say I'm fine, Soul? I'm just talking strictly of, like, off-stream shit. It's on the second floor, if I recall correctly. Okay. Then I guess I won't worry about the magic for now if I'm gonna, like, you know, redo a little bit of progress. But I guess that's mainly it. So fuck it. But I'm not redoing it on stream. Ain't nobody got time for that. God, I felt really old when Max... I think when I was watching a stream, he mentioned, like, how old was, like, the fucking hide your kids, hide your wife meme. You're familiar with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's over, like... I think it's, like, 14 years old.
Oh my god.
I want it to fucking die. I was like, Christ. I think it's slightly longer than that, but I was like, damn, over a decade. I can just feel the time fading away from me. How many minutes I heard ain't nobody got time for that.
I got time for that.
I mean, that one's a fucking mood. But yeah,
Jesus, so fun.
God. I was watching a Ray William Johnson video saying, oh god, okay, never mind, Vex. Now that's cursed. Fuck. Oof, that is a YouTube channel of the times. Anyway. anyway. That'll do it for tonight for, it's 11 years old? Holy shit. That's rough. That vid is from 2010. Wouldn't that make it 12 years old? Technically? I don't know. Yeah. Um, but either way, y'all, that'll do it for tonight. I'm not going to be streaming anything else. You know, could play a bit of KO15, but it's like, there's some things I really should be, like, you know, trying to keep focused on and, like, you know, make progress on. So, gonna try to take care of some other things. Sorry, I can't speak. You know, before I got, like, what, 3 days in a row of work and shit. But pretty much there's one more session left of... Oh, wait. Let's see. Okay, no, so you didn't tell me. Is the final dungeon pretty lengthy? Because I was about to say that, like, tomorrow we, or not tomorrow, but, like, you know, whenever we can, do a session again. It should be the last session of Final Fantasy 1. So I guess we finished in, like, 7. But I can't see the final dungeon taking that long, and even if it does, I'll buy a shit ton of high potions and ethers to make it easy to go through anyway. I got nothing to prove. Try not to think about Dirge of Cerberus too much. Oh, I won't. Though seeing your username, it's hard to forget. There's certain people I remember when I think of Dirge of Cerberus. I see Max and I remember how much he hated that game. I think of Butterbuns. I see Vex getting hyped for Dirge Continent 7 Remake. I'm like, bruh. It's a brand. It's not that long. Okay. Then yeah, I think for sure next time when we do a session, it will be the end of Final Fantasy 1. Yes, hype. I don't know. It sounded like you were really excited about it, though. Maybe I was misunderstanding, but even still. Shit. Maybe you're just excited about everyone else suffering. I don't know. There was something there. But regardless, I'm out. I'm not sure if there's going to be any streams the next few days, which is fine. I'm not going to try to force it. Watching a slow-mo guy's video of an explosion. Lord. Let's see, 6:45. Yeah. But I'm out. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Take care, and I'll see you around. Maybe next time I'll probably do a KO15 session somewhere. I don't know where. But, yeah. We'll see. Either way. See y'all then, and have a good night. Later, everybody.